Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
We're going to give you some tips.
Some credit tips.
Some credit tips
from
here.
what we've been told.
What we've been told. Again, these are just some tips, some tricks, some things that you can do to improve your credit score. Now, you hear all the time, let's talk about this just a minute to kind of set the scene. You talk about all the time that, I mentioned before the break about a credit score. Mm-hmm. And again, there's different programs out there, there's different lenders out there, and they all have different criteria. Right. That's the first thing you need to know. We've had people tell us you can go down as low as a 580 credit score and we'll get you done. You hear 640 credit score a lot of times, and anywhere and everywhere in between. You hear everything, right?
Yeah.
You hear all kinds of different things there. What I want to tell you about a credit score is there's more to it than a credit score.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
Right. You see those people a lot that advertise,
Yes.
I'll go to a 580, but
Yes.
there's always more to it than just the score.
And, I've got a house for sale and, it takes this credit score to get it.
Right.
That's half true.
Right.
There's more to it, again, than just a credit score to get you to be able to purchase a house. You got debt to income, judgments, liens, those kind of things. All that's taken into consideration. The credit score is kind of a starting base point.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So again, we're going to give you today some tips to kind of get your credit score, hopefully would get your credit score going in the right directions. If you would ask us today, what is that score? You need to talk to a certified professional lender of your choice. Should you need help, you need names of lenders, we've got a whole cabinet full of people in here that would be willing and able and ready to help you in that process.
Right.
And so that's something that you do, you pick, you choose. We can help you, give you some names. We can't pick them for you.
Right.
You do all of that. But to answer that question is we don't know. That's a lender question that you ask.
Right, yeah, and that stuff changes, So again, that's we know what we hear, but we don't stay on top of it like these lenders do.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't see it like they do. That's their 100%. That's what they do. We sell them, they lend the money to get them.
Right.
So that's one thing we want to say right off the bat is that's a question that you need to ask a lender, and they'll be able to give you that information along with the other stuff we're talking about, the debt to income, those kind of things. They're going to walk you through that. A good professional is going to be able to do that and help you along the way. But here's one thing. Here's the first thing we'll talk about as far as some things that you can do to kind of help get your credit score up, to raise you, to improve your credit score, to maybe get you to where you need to be or closer to where you need to be. There are people that are out there that are separate, if you would have it, from a lender, that are like credit repair specialists.
Right.
Again, there are a lot of those people out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got bad credit, that would be a good place to start. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Because again, they're a little bit separate from a lender. That's their job, is to help people improve their credit situation.
Right.
And so they're actually a specialist in getting your credit up.
I actually made a video about this the other day when I was going home. We make these little videos.
Right.
So, but I said make sure that it's that, because we've heard of people who pay these credit repair people for they've been paying them $100, $150 for 2 years.
That's
and
right.
I'm like, what? Your
What have they
score's
done?
still not that.
Yeah.
So what have they done? So just research that. Make sure that you're going with somebody reputable. There's people who they're paid by performance.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
Research that.
Yeah, research that out. Don't get stuck into this monthly thing again, because remember, if you're paying them on a monthly thing and not by performance,
Right.
they have every reason in the world for you to stay with them forever.
Yeah, well, let's keep them for 5 years.
If they can get $100 a month for you for 12 months, they made more money than $100 from you for 2 months.
Right.
No, that's common sense, right? So there are those out there, again, that they're paid on performance. You don't pay them until they do something for you. So look into those kind of things. But that would be, again, one of the first places that I would start, depending, again, upon your credit situation.
Right.
It all be depending on maybe how low the score is. Mm-hmm. But again, you're going to start out, and you're going to kind of know that. Now, here's what I'll go along to say, though. There's credit repair specialists, But there are also what I would call some very reputable lenders, banks, mortgage companies that are out there that this is part of what they do for you.
And it's free.
And it's totally free. They will give you advice. Again, being more into the credit realm than Dave and I are, we can just kind of tell you some things that we've heard, some things that that we know about, and but these people they can go they can go a whole lot deeper than you and I can.
Right.
So again, a good lender, you get with a good lender, they're going to tell you some things that you can do to be able to get your credit score raised. How long does it take? They'll have to answer that. Right. When's it done? They'll have to answer that. Again, these are just things we know that some lenders have done for clients before that maybe when they started off looking for a house, they couldn't purchase it.
That's what I said in that video. I said a lot of people get told no and they quit.
Yeah, they just stop right there.
Whoever told them no, they take their word as whatever, but,
working with a professional, again, whether that be a lender or a credit repair specialist, it may not take you as long as you think that it's going to take you to get your credit score pulled up, get some things done. And we're going to talk about a few of those little things we know people have done before to get their scores up just a little bit. That'll get you there too. So maybe if you're watching this today and you've been told no before, you know somebody that's been told no, put them in contact with us. Again, we've got a whole shelf of lenders in there of people that we can put you or your family or your friends, people that you may hear, hey, I want to buy a house, I've been turned down, I couldn't do it.
Right.
We can put you in credit, we can put you in connection with these people that maybe they can't do it right now, but they've got programs they can get you on and get you through and get you up to be able to purchase a house soon.
I saw Nick Perky was watching, and he just made a really good video about that.
Oh, okay.
He actually tagged Dad in because Dad had helped him.
Right.
But yeah.
Put him in contact with the right people.
And he'd been told no before.
Right.
Didn't think he was ever going to be able to buy. So yeah.
Right. And he's watching this video today as a home owner.
That's right.
So again, it can be done. Don't give up on the dream of home ownership by again letting somebody tell you no. Get with the right people that's going to put you in the right places, in touch with the right people. What they say, it's all in who you know.
That's right.
You're two people away. I've heard this all my life and I believe it. You're two people away from meeting anybody that you want to meet in the world.
Right.
And you're two people away from meeting the right people you need to meet. So again, we can put you in contact with multiple. We're not going to steer you to one. We got a whole list in here of people, and you choose. You get a pick. You're in control. We're just kind of giving you a little bit of guidance. So if you need help with that, contact us. Let us know. We've got our agent standing by right now. You can call us. You can put it in the box. Send us a private message. If you don't want all that out there, send us a message. We'll get you in touch with somebody, again, that can help you. So that's the first thing, is you could get in touch with one of these credit repair specialists or a good lender that's going to be able to help you get this done.
Right.
You're watching Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live. That's tip number one about something you can do to get your credit up. You're watching Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live. I'm Mike Elkins. This is Dave Elkins with Elite Realty Group. We're talking about today some things you can do to get your credit score up a little bit so that maybe if you can't buy a house now, in the near future, you will be able to do that. The second thing that you can do is, and here again, this is something that you need to do. This is something you really need to look at and you need to do, is you need to, every year, I don't know who it is, I don't know who gives this away. I can tell you where to go, but I don't know who put this in effect. I think it was an act by Congress that they will allow you to get one free credit report each year.
Right.
So you could go right now, right this very minute, you could go to Annual Credit Report. That's annualcreditreport.com. You're going to have to answer some questions about who you are, and you can receive a free copy immediately of your credit report. So tip number 2 is, first, get that credit report.
It's free.
It's totally free to you.
Everybody likes free stuff.
You can get one of these a year, right? Am I right in saying that?
Right.
You can get one of these a year, and you need to look at it and you need to check for errors. You probably would be surprised at when people actually get these credit reports, not just from Annual Credit Report, but whether a lender pulled it, a credit repair person pulled it, whatever, you'd be surprised at the people that find errors on there.
Oh, yeah.
Things that you maybe have already paid off and they're not showing you paid off.
Right.
That affects your score. Things that maybe are showing too high of a balance. That affects your score. Open credit cards, open trade lines, open this, open that. Too many of those can affect your credit. So go to annualcreditreport.com, pull your credit report and look at it and make sure that what you're seeing on there is actually true. Look at it yourself. Now, should you find something that is not true, all right, you got something reporting wrong, you can dispute that.
Right.
Those can be disputed. Again, if you would pull that and you'd find something wrong, that's where you need to call a professional quickly.
Right.
And let them help you with the dispute process. You can do it on your own.
One thing here I was thinking when you was talking about this annual credit report, because we get this a lot too, that's going to be a true, accurate score.
Yes.
We get the Credit Karmas. There's other apps and stuff like that. Those are all good.
Right.
However, those scores are not always true.
That's exactly right.
So we've seen them be too high.
Yes.
We've seen them be too low.
A lot of difference there, fluctuation.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it just all depends. We've seen some be right on the money.
Right on.
We've literally had people in our office before who showed us a score, and had plenty good enough score. They go to the bank and come back and say, my score was off real bad.
It wasn't even close to what they thought.
Yeah, I mean, 40, 50 points.
Right. So those can be good. Those can be bad.
Just to get the true, and you know that you're getting it, straight from the horse's mouth.
That's right.
Go to annualcreditreport.com.
And you can get that report.
Right.
You can get that report. So again, you can look at it yourself, see if there's any errors on there. But here's another thing you got to know when you're talking about credit. There's more than one chief out there that's telling what the credit score is. There's multiple bureaus.
Yeah.
Equifax, TransUnion. There's another one. Experian. Yeah. So those are the three major ones. There's even more than that. But so they've all got different criteria of what they look at and what they report. One may be reporting it right. One may be reporting it wrong.
Yeah. And if you read anything about credit, you have so many different credit scores.
Yes.
You have a mortgage score, an auto score, an insurance score.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
that's where a professional's going to help.
Like that commercial of that Chicago Bull that one time, just mind blown.
It is. There's a lot more to it than just what meets the eye, and that's why the number one thing we told you today is hire you a professional or work with a professional in that field. Not that you got to hire one. Work with a professional in that field of some things you can do. But a great tip is with fraud and everything, how things, identity theft, how things are getting stolen. If you're not watching your credit, and you're not watching what's going on, they could be somebody in wherever has got a credit card in your name and they're spending it and you have no idea.
Right.
They're spending it and paying the bill and getting as many as they want. You never get notified. You don't even know about it. Right. So again, a good reason for you to go to annualcreditreport.com and order that credit report so that you could have that. You'll be able to check for errors. Again, we're talking today about some things you can do to improve your credit score. All right, we've said the two. We're going to give you one more, and then we're going to take a quick break. How to improve your credit score. The first thing, hire a professional or get in touch with a professional.
Yeah, I'm going to say the first thing I would do is I would probably call a lender.
A lender.
And if they tell me they can't do something for free to help me,
I go to pay
then I might explore hiring that professional.
I'm with you on that.
Call them first.
Call them in first. Again, if you need help, you need cards, you need a list of people. We can give you a whole list of people that can help you for free to get this done. And get you down the road. The second thing that we talked about is go to annualcreditreport.com and pull your credit report. Get a free copy. It's free. You can do it once a year. Get a free copy of the credit report and see if everything on it is right. If it's wrong, you can dispute it, so on and so forth. The third thing and the last thing we're going to tell you, we could tell you more of these, but shop for your mortgage. Try to do that if you're shopping for a mortgage. When your credit's pulled, let's tell them this first.
Okay.
When your credit's pulled, it affects your credit score.
Some people you'll hear it called, you take a hit, you get a ding.
You get a ding. Yes. All of those different kind of things. But it'll drop your credit score just a little bit.
A little bit.
So what you hear a lot of times is, well, I can get my credit pulled as many times as I want to within 30 days. Again, that may be true. What we're hearing, it's not, because there's so many credit bureaus. Right. Everybody's got their own rules.
Yeah, they've got their own rules.
They know what they're going to do. Here's what we can tell you that we do know, and here's what our expert weighed in and told us about this just before the show. If you're going to shop, which you should.
You should
shop your mortgage. Yeah. Shop your mortgage. Go with the person that fits you the best. All right. The lender, whoever that is, rates, all terms, closing costs, so on and so forth. All that is involved that you should shop that. All right. Shop that. But if you're going to shop that, do your shopping all in 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, you want to do it once you make your mind up. You're okay. I'm going into this house process.
Yes.
Pick you out some and go
with it. If it's done within 1 or 2 days, you don't get as many dings on that's going to affect your credit score. So if you're going to shop, make up your mind up and go for it and shop. Just let it go. You know, get that out of the way. Shop your lenders. Pick you one. Move forward really quickly in that process, and that way you don't have as many of those dings as you would should you do this out over a couple months. All right. You hear common 30 days, 60 days. Again, we're not experts in that field. We don't know that. What we do know and have been told is you want to get that done within 1 or 2 days.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.